Hey guys, Adrian here from digitaldojos.com. A shout out to my friend Jamal, who is the sole reason for me shooting this video here, an inspiration for this video, I should say. He posted a Facebook status, a friend of mine who I've known for quite a while and has followed my content, and I'll put that up here, talking about loving what you do, and it really hit home with me, and I wanted to kind of touch on it. And I know this is my channel mainly for that of technology, but the reason I started this channel in the first place was to help people with their day-to-day needs in technology. And I think that technology is there to make everyday lives efficient and easier. And somewhere along the lines, my interest of technology impacted with that of business. And I don't really get to talk about the business side of things. I rarely get to talk about my thought process behind, how I took what I did. And I've gone into detail talking about what I did and how it's profitable now, how I took something that was a hobby, but I really solely get to talk on the topic of doing what you love and chasing your passion and what that means personally to me. And I don't mean for this video to just be for entrepreneurs and tech YouTubers. I mean this to be for everybody. If you're starting a new channel, if you are starting a business, if you are looking for what to do in your life, and I'm not saying I can point you in your career choice of life. I'm just saying this is advice I wish I would have known growing up, and guidelines I wish that could have helped me out, I think, anyways. So if there's people like that in your lives, feel free to share this out. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. Starting when we're younger, it's statistically shown when we're younger that our intellectual potential is much more higher when we're younger, and it's growing for the sole reasons. If you think of it, when you're younger, you're open to so much. It's easier for you to absorb information, and when we're younger, it's just much more easier for us to retain information. That's why we can learn so many things when we're younger. And at the same time, we're so oblivious to everything that goes on around us when we're younger. We don't care what society thinks. We don't care what people think. When asked what you want to be when you're younger, hang on, just my screensaver went off there. You don't care. You don't care. You say what you want, and you don't care how stupid it is, how far-fetched it is, how unrealistic it is. It's what you want. Everything else is fluff. Everything else is, you don't see everything else. And we also grow up and we're told to focus on our weaknesses. And I think we're living in this backwards model. Why focus on your weaknesses if it's not relevant to what you want to do in life? In school, I knew what I was bad at and I knew what I was good at: technology and business. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew going out of high school I was going to be doing this. It wasn't a question. So I focused on technology and business. Everything else was secondary. Everything else didn't matter to me, because this and the skill set I knew was what was relevant to what I was going to be doing. I focused on my strengths because that's what was going to help me in the thing that I was going to be working in. It made sense to me. And I always talk about passion a lot, and I recently read an article and I've heard people talk to me about like how passion, it's like the wrong thing to tell people, and how it's such a false mantra because chasing your passion is easy. Well, if chasing your passion was so easy, everybody would do it. It's that simple, and it's not that simple because it isn't simple chasing your passion. And I've learned this from talking to a lot of people in my age group who are going to college, who are the next generation, and people who are entrepreneurs like myself. Chasing your passion is the most feared route for the reason that it scares a lot of people for tons of reasons. And I think that's like parents sometimes, how people think it's a stupid idea, how they can't make a living off of it. Chasing your passion involves a lot of risk, and not a lot of people out there are willing to take that risk. And it's not all passion. Passion is 1% of it, and it's a really important percent of the bigger picture. But what it's about in life and loving what you do, to me, it's being passionate about it, but having the longevity, having the work ethic to do it day in and day out. Whatever you do in life, it's going to be day after day. It's going to be 9 to 5 probably. And you got to be able to do that day in and day after day after day. I'm passionate about a lot of things. It doesn't mean I can do it for a living necessarily. And that's the thing. You got to find what you're passionate about and a mixture of loving what you do. That's what creates the career that you ideally see yourself in, whatever that career, and insert your career here. And it is hard to chase your passion, and it is hard. And sometimes it's true, like the article says, you're not always going to get your dream job and your ideal job, and sometimes that can hold you back. But to me, opportunity, there's no such thing as luck in life to me. The definition of luck, if anything, is where you seize opportunity, and there's always opportunity around you. And a lot of people, if you think of it, don't get to outlive their dreams. Their dreams because stuff happens and they can't do what they wanted to do in life, and they're gonna tell you you can't. And to me, you gotta risk it all. It's for me. I'd rather risk it all and say I tried than not try at all in life and in career and business, etc. And you got to be willing to drown out everybody else. Growing up as an entrepreneur and doing what I did starting 7 years ago when I realized I can make my first dollar from this, I didn't care what other people think. I didn't care what friends, family, etc. thought. They told me all these things. They told me it wouldn't be possible. I heard nerd, geek, all these things. I shunned that out. I drowned it out because I saw in the longer term this would be possible. This was going to make me a living. I would be self-sufficient off this. And now I can guarantee you I'm well off at my age now than they will ever be in their life. So you got to be willing to drown out others. I'm not saying don't take criticism, don't take feedback. I'm just saying drown out those voices that will tell you that you can't and you're not capable of this, that, and the other. There's no set moment in life where you chase your passion or whatever it is. You know, a lot of people will tell you, oh, I'm waiting for that moment. No, it's opportunity is always there. I don't care how old you are, 15, 20, 30. Opportunity is always waiting for you to take it, for you to step up. Everybody's time is now, essentially, you know? Everybody's time, everybody's moment. It's all about taking that risk now and or regretting it. And that's all on you. Back to that kid version of yourself. When you're younger, you're so oblivious, like I was saying. I think we need to go back to that. We're so oblivious to what others think about what we want to be, what we want to do in life, and it doesn't matter. It's what you want. I think back to that all the time. Because what I'm doing now and what I'm going to do isn't even a job field yet. It isn't even a set career. If it's not something you can learn in school, college, it's not things you can go to school for. I know what I'm capable of. Everybody else's opinion is little to none compared to what I know I can do and what I'm going to do. And you gotta challenge yourself day in and day out. Because your biggest obstacle is yourself. And I'm always challenging myself. I'm telling myself I'm gonna make $1 million. I'm telling other people I'm making $1 million collectively by the age of 20 because I track every single dollar I've made. I'm telling myself I'm gonna buy all these nice things and I gotta work for that. I gotta spend time. There's a lot of work and a lot of money that got to be made to do the things and accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. And I'm not settling. I'm not settling for less than what I know I can do and what I'm capable of. Because if you yourself doesn't believe in what you want to do, what company, your business, your product, whatever it is in life, then why is everybody else going to believe it? Why is everybody else going to think it's possible? Why is everybody else going to see it as a goal? It's like when people talk to me about they want to lose weight, I want more money in life, and all these things. Obviously, you don't want it if you're talking about it. If you want something, you would have done it or you would be doing it. In business, you can have $1 million or $1 billion idea. It doesn't matter. It's about executing that $1 billion or $1 million idea that makes you the money. Just like in life, if you want to lose weight, you exercise. If you want more money, you got to work harder. It doesn't happen overnight, no, but talking about this, that, and the other does nothing. Executing in life, doing, that's what gets shit done. And my hope is that you don't end up in a 9-to-5 job, you don't end up in some dead-end job or whatever, thinking back that I wanted to do this, I could have done this, and you're just doing it to make ends meet. Everybody's time is now, like I said. If you're working a job, 9 to 5, get home 5, 6 to 7, 8 to 9, whatever, work on that thing you're passionate about. Improve your skills on the things that you're good at. And you never know. I hope this can help somebody out there. Anybody who is starting something, who is creating, who is innovating, whatever it may be. To just really step up and get things done and do what you do for you. And think little, again, not criticism and feedback, but think little about what others are going to tell you that you're not capable of. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.